I don't know when the camera will be connecting. I'm gonna have to set it up myself. Ooh. Ah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another stream. Before I start it off, part one of this stream, I might as well start it up while, let me see, am I muted? No, I'm not. Okay. Whew. Alright, we're gonna start a regular new game. We have New Game Plus. I beated the game already. But I'm gonna start a separate file. And of course, like usual, story difficulty. I'm not the challenging type, okay? And I've heard what Mega Plus difficulty can do. No, thank you. Let me set up my webcam here real quick while you guys enjoy the gameplay. Why is the camera not connecting? What the hell? Oh shoot! Holy cow! Oh, I had in the wrong thing again. I put it on the Ethernet place. That is a bad habit. Guys, I don't want to ruin my Ethernet. I keep putting it in the wrong spot. Why is the Ethernet spot able to fit a USB? That is beyond me. That is weird. A USB shouldn't be able to fit in an Ethernet cable hole connection. That is weird. Alright, that's weird. Yeah, that's weird, guys. Alrighty. I'm down here. I'm up here. I'm down here. Oh no, don't come out sound. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to go close up and personal with this camera. Hey! Now you guys have a bottom view. Oh my god. At least it was dark down there, so thank goodness. So you couldn't see what was going on down there. I got a messy room, guys. I got a messy room. And the reason why is because there's a lot of things going on in this reality of ours in my house. If you haven't heard a bunch of my stories, make sure to check some of my other videos and you'll see what rough times, not just me, but I know everybody's probably going through it rough too. I'm gonna put some music in my headsets. At least I found the song from Star Ocean Departure. I mean, the first Departure, of course.
Okay, got it.
We're gonna start a male character, guys. Oh no. Ah. Woo! Wait, put my My TV controller. My Roku TV controller. What are you doing to me?
Take your seat and wait for the show to start. A story about the natural laws of the world is about
to begin. Okay. I did say I wasn't gonna interrupt and make a let's play and record the whole story thing. We'll just have to wait a while until the real story starts. This is just the intro. Oh yeah, guys, you will see me get emotional little by little. Okay, just letting you know. While I'm watching these cutscenes, they will make me kind of emotional. When I first played this, when I first reached the end, I did really tear up, kind of. I kind of teared up. And I also teared up, like everybody else, with Kingdom Hearts 3, man. That game, the ending was so fucked up. Oof. Don't shoot the laser! They're shooting the laser. Uh-oh, it's an explosion. It's everywhere. After part 1 of this stream, I'm gonna try to get my dailies done on Zelda Zone Zero. And I'm thinking about checking out Wuthering Waves before I get the chance to do my dailies on with Zelda Zone Zero.
The world is starting to wake up to our existence.
This stream will probably be like around 1 hour and 50 minutes or 2 hours at tops.
Ironic, really. A secret organization that hunts down.
Man, if you guys haven't noticed, the female voice actor in this game is one of the female voice actors from Genshin. Ugh. I can imagine what all these voice actors that usually originally voice acted in Genshin feel like. And then feel like they need a different game to voice act because Hoyoverse will not hire them back. And plus, whenever these voice actors, whenever they're voice acting, there are times where they would do nothing. That's what I've been hearing from a guy known as Tectone. And to be honest, I'm starting to agree with him bit by bit, more and more. I'm not self-promoting. I'm just saying I watch his stream. I mean, not his streams. I watch his videos. I watch his pulling reaction when he gets that 5-star. When he don't get a 5-star, man. He squeals, man. It's so funny. I like how he's entertaining the crowd, man. It's all about entertaining the crowd. Becoming a YouTuber itself takes a lot of work and dedication, but for me, I am not able to be fully dedicated. But I'm trying right now so I could make more content of this part and part 2, part 3, all that. Like I still have to make a sequel in the channel of my streams for Let's Play Monster Hunter Stories 2. And I was thinking about putting Monster Hunter Stories 1, but it's just there's so many good games. And this game is also very good. It's hard to pick when you have so many good titles, and if you bought a lot of those original memories of yours. Like, I was streaming Tales of Exilia that one time when I first got it, when it first went live. And the next thing you know, I'm stopping because there's another game that exists. I'm like, Digimon. Oh, okay. Because I had pre-ordered this one, and I pre-ordered Tales of Exilia. And just recently, at the end of last year, I had recently pre-ordered Arknights Enfield. People, if you have seen the gameplay, let's just say the action combat looks way better and the animation looks more higher quality than Genshin. Let's just be real here. Uh-huh.
If that anime you just saw gets too popular, you can forget about going around.
Oh, and I heard that the voice actor, the original voice actor of Paimon, when she got fired, she tried to put her negativity and blame it on Wuthering Waves. And then talks about censorship. Why? Because all the community in Genshin, they only think about censorship. And Genshin isn't really censored. They show on the internet, they don't explain the real thing. Genshin Impact does in fact have some jiggle physics. Go ahead. Go on Genshin Impact right now. If any of y'all are still supporting Genshin, go back into the game and try to look and pay attention to what's going on here. Nobody ever pays attention from the Genshin community. They're always thinking about censorship. Oh, the game's a kid's game. No, guys. It is not a kid's game if it has sexy, hot female anime chicks, okay? They even had a cow chick. You know, a cow female character? Is that even censorship? No! It's like, dude, you said this game was gonna be for kids? No, it ain't for kids. We made it for adults.
Is that clear, Agent?
Or 18-year-olds. There's a lot of children on Genshin, guys. Like, when I was on PS4, I used to play a game called Sword Art Online. And I used to talk about an anime called High School DxD, okay? And I had 3 friends. One kid as a friend, known as Starkiller, and by now he should be in his teens, okay? But when I met him on PlayStation chat, I never seen his actual looks. Because whenever he said, oh, this is how I looked, I used to go to a cosplay convention. I'm like, I don't see it. 12-year-olds! I mean, I know some brothers and sisters bring, like, the younger sister or brother to the convention, but, like, a kid who is 12 years old or 13 years old is not supposed to watch something like that. If I was a father, I would ground him because he's still young, really, really young, okay, guys? 13 or 12 years old at that time. And I'm playing Sword Art Online with him and another friend of his named Lil Rob and another guy who's like, if I remember correctly, like 17 or 16 maybe, around there, or 18. An 18-year-old or 16 or 17-year-old hanging out with a 13-year-old. 2 13-year-olds. You tell me, are 13-year-olds supposed to play games or watch anime with sexual graphics? My God, man. Dude. At least I know there's kids that are willing to admit that they are kind of kids, you know, because that's their age. But some kids, they do not want you calling them a kid. They want to be considered an adult. Dude, I used to be that way. I used to think, I'm not a kid, I'm an adult. Dude, I know how it's like to be like one of those stubborn kids, dude. I know how it is. Because when I was 12, then 13 years old, as I was 12, I considered myself an adult because I didn't want people calling me a kid. And when I was 13, I was considered preteen, right? So people are calling me a kid regardless. I'm like, I don't like being called a kid. I'm an adult. I had the wrong idea about myself by my own age. You people, if someone known as Star Killer ends up in my stream, I want him to know right now that he was considered a kid when I met him on the PS4. And if he sends me a screenshot of Shrek, if he sneaks into my friends list and sends me a picture of Shrek and say Shrek is love, Shrek is life, you know what I have to say to that asshole of a child? He has to get reported. Seriously. Or I'll just block him regardless, non-stop, man. You know what happened when I tell him, okay, that's it, you kids are assholes. You don't want to admit you're a kid, and you're a bunch of little spoiled brats. I was gonna block them. Guess what they said when I'm about to block them? They're like, no, okay, I'm sorry. No! You little kids are a bunch of spoiled young boys. You deserve to be blocked. Like, literally, I'm not the type of person that'll block unless the kid or that person in general gets to a point where he annoys me to that point. There's like a limit, okay? You got the halfway in the bottom, which is, alright, whatever. And then you go to the middle, you're like, he's starting to bug me. And then you got the top, you're like, fuck this, get out of my friends list. There's like 3 levels. You will feel 3 types of pressure until you reach that top limit. Trust me, I know because I got ADHD, so it affects me worse. And do I usually admit when I get carried away? Of course. I have slight autism, but I always tell my parents, my dad and my sister, that I got carried away, and if I got carried away, I would admit it, you know? But when I was young, oh boy, when I was just like around my 7 or 8 years old, I used to go to my Uncle Cano's house, you know, one of my uncles that used to live in the city, on the other side, but like, I went there, all the kids are having fun, and I'm the only kid that is throwing a fit. And I called every family member of mine's there and friends of the family. I called them bad names. I was a spoiled child. Do I regret it? Yeah. That's why you never talk bad about family. You gotta appreciate your family. See, even if you're not aware of what you have, my dad used to take me to the doctor, and then he asked them, he talked to them in private, because this was another doctor that I used to go to way back then, like in Long Island Jewish. But that's where my dad starts to find out about one of my disabilities, and I think another one. So that was ADHD and hyperactive attention disorder. We then find out, my dad then finds out afterwards, in another doctor's appointment, he starts to realize I have a bit of autism. Okay, guys? See, even a person with full autism can grow up, you know. I've been in schools with people and kids alike with full autism, and some of them don't even have hyperactive attention disorder. They're just normal autistic kids. And trust me, I used to see them autistic kids. They're actually very smart, man. They're very smart. They're very intelligent kids. And me, myself, having slight autism, you know, the President Trump don't think kids with autism can be smart. If you haven't noticed, if you looked at one of these clips where in a news, in Spanish news, okay, this is the news that Trump hates. He gets pissed off. He gets pissed off at two different news programs. You got MS Now, who used to be MSNBC, and you got another one, Telemundo, or whatever you want to call it. That's my dad and my sister and my mom's language, okay? Spanish news. Trump does not like either of those because those people are talking truths about him. They're exposing him. Oh, I'm gonna turn off my camera real quick. Not me, my mic. I'm gonna sit up. Ugh.
The top brass have high hopes for us, I'm told. So I'm hoping we can make this mission a repeat performance.
Oh yeah, guys. Whenever I'm not streaming, it's probably gonna be because I'm trying to do episode 1 content of this game with my new game plus, okay? So if you don't see me streaming for a while, it's either one of the three things. Me checking Withering Waves, doing Zenless Zone 0, and then getting back to part 2 of this stream instead of part 1. Because this is part 1.
I'll send the coordinates to your Digivice.
I'm basically gonna try and get as far as I can in part 1 of this stream, of this Let's Play. And then afterwards, I'll be, after I finish part 1 of this Let's Play, I'll try to get certain things done, like in Zenless Zone 0, I have to get my daily login bonus. I have like 59 days left of the login bonus, I think, or 58 days. 58 or 59 days. I think it was 2 days or 3 since login bonuses. And let me just tell you right now, I missed 2 daily login bonuses. But that's another problem because I paid $4 for an extra daily login thing. And it only lasts a few more days. So, yeah, after part 1 of this stream, I'm going to try and collect what I can. And then check up Withering Waves to see what else I could collect on there. Because I've heard some stuff saying that the developers themselves are giving a bunch of pulls worth, not just through content, but daily login and exploration. Because Honkai Star Rail with the chest, if you open a chest, you're gonna get some currency. And I believe with Genshin, maybe? I don't know. Because to me, Genshin felt... Oh, crap, I skipped now! Oh, well, it's okay. That scene didn't really matter all that much. It's not the best scene yet. Until you get all the way to the top, guys. But the first thing we're gonna do is, while we're in the game, once we unlock the option to collect data and load the data, I will be collecting those Digimons, keep them up, continue grinding them, and then level them up, okay? Or I could level them up whenever I get the chance in the second part of the area. And that'll probably be in part 2 of the stream, by the way. Hello, get me out of this crowd. I don't want to be stuck between people.
Are you all right?
It's too crowded, man. Oh, and guys.
Likely one of our anomalous phenomena.
Oh, wait.
I managed to narrow the target coordinates down thanks to some videos from 8 years ago.
Whew.
Footage of the anomaly in this district was uploaded.
You know, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get me a drink.
The actual videos
I'm gonna get some juice,
removed,
not
the comments still
actual,
remain. And they tell
not artificial juice or anything. I'll be back.
In areas that are now on the inside of that wall.
Enjoy the drink.
Check again to see if there isn't some way to get beyond that wall.
Woohoo. Hey, Dad. It's about time I start going to a gym. Oh my god. That's a good mango punch. Oh, that's the best zero sugar mango punch I've ever tasted. Hold on, guys. I gotta call my dad real quick. Oh.